Next group of muscles for us to identify are the muscles of the back. The first muscle is the trapezius. Here we can see a posterior view of this cadaver, and very superficial triangular shaped muscle of the upper back is the trapezius muscle. So again, it's got this kind of triangular or diamond shaped pattern when we see both sides together. We remove the purple highlight. We can see the left trapezius here and the right trapezius here. So they both have a triangular shaped pattern. When we put them together, they have this diamond shape to them. The next muscle to identify is the latissimus dorsi, very extremely large, powerful muscle of the back. So we'll go ahead and highlight the latissimus dorsi here, very large, powerful muscle of the lower back. We'll remove that highlight again so we can see the muscle fibers and the direction those fibers run. The next two muscles to identify are teres muscles, so the teres major muscle and the teres minor muscle. And here we see a posterior view of the upper back and the arm. Let's go ahead and appreciate the teres major muscle. So the teres major muscle is highlighted here in purple. Along with the latissimus dorsi, it's a very powerful extender of the shoulder. We'll go ahead and remove the highlight here so we can see this very large teres major muscle. The teres major muscle is a muscle that sits underneath the next muscle, which is the teres minor muscle. So we'll go ahead and highlight the teres minor muscle here in purple, and we can see that the teres major lies underneath or sits just inferior to the teres minor muscle. We'll go ahead and remove the highlight so we can see the teres minor muscle in its entirety. A common saying in anatomy is oftentimes when we have muscles that are major muscle and minor muscle, oftentimes the major muscle, major meaning it's larger, minor meaning it's smaller, but the major muscles often lie inferior to the minor muscles, and a saying that we use is majors hold up minors. Now that's not going to be true in every case, but in many cases it is. So again, this major muscle is larger than the minor muscle, and it is holding it up or sitting underneath it. Just to appreciate in this view, we're looking at the scapula here, and this muscle right here is our infraspinatus muscle. So this would be infraspinatus, this would be our teres minor, this would be our teres major, and then this muscle of the posterior arm we've learned already, which is the triceps brachii muscle. The next two muscles to identify are rhomboid muscles. So again, we have a major muscle and a minor muscle. We have so we're going to move to a view of the back. The rhomboid major muscle we're going to see is a very large, broad, fan-shaped muscle that attaches to the scapula as well as to the spinous processes of the vertebral column. So we've got our left rhomboid major muscle, our right rhomboid major muscle. If we go ahead and take the highlight off, you can see that very broad-shaped upper back muscle is the rhomboid major. Again, rhomboid minor. Remember, we often say that majors hold up minors, so not only is the rhomboid major larger than the rhomboid minor, but it's also lying inferior to it, or quote-unquote holding it up. Let's go ahead and remove the highlight of the rhomboid minor muscle so that we can appreciate its fiber direction. So we have rhomboid minor and we have rhomboid major. We have both of these. We have these muscles lying bilaterally or on both sides. So again, we would have our right rhomboid minor muscle and our right rhomboid major muscle. The next muscle to identify is the erector spinae. The erector spinae is really a group of individual muscles that run vertically up the middle part of the back, and they act together to extend the spine. So you can see in purple highlighted here the erector spinae. If I remove the highlighting color, you can see these individual muscle groups on both sides. Again, they're running bilaterally would be the erector spinae. So these would be the erector spinae on the right. This is the erector spinae on the left.